It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Pats and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff's still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jets of Virginia Beach taking on the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And leading them out in the third year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing, Jones. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here is Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Take a look at this Patriots defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's Jones on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Jones. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Stevenson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Douglas, the man in motion. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Cobb to return. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Jets had 11 and 5 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. 5 carries on the previous series, and the 5th one, the 1-yard punch into the end zone.
Yeah, he showed the muscle, didn't he? He showed that getting into the end zone. You know what I think he'd like on this next series?
Another one?
Another 5 or more carries like that. Continue to chew things up, but I bet he'd like a nice long run into the end zone to show off the rest of his talents.
Yeah, I'd like that. I also like, by the way, when you're demonstrating things like you were saying, he showed off the muscle. You're actually up here flexing. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And he is caught, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Jones now on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard.
At the Jets' 16-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this underneath to Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On the draw, it's Hall. Christian Gonzalez up to make the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. There's a fake on the Jets sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. The Bills seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Paul again on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Hall again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running left is Stevenson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
It was just good. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense and QB Mac Jones running back out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fielded at about the 28. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 15. And the Jets first down.
Straight ahead is Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 105 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. And I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Patriots get the football back. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Now Jones, off play action, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Hey, where y'all going?
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keon White in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He completes it to Henry. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw. Jones. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. Back to throw. Jones. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A handoff for Hall. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left. Timeout defensively. Another run on 2nd down. Trying to cover up. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Rodgers throwing here. Out to the right here to Wilson. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Time to ground it out now with Murray.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the sneak, Rodgers. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for Virginia Beach, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.